All right, folks. A very good day to each and every one of you. How are you folks doing today? How are you folks doing? How's the weather? Why don't we start there? How is the weather, good folks? How the weather treating y'all? Blicky blicky, the blicky blicky Monday the 29th day of May. Believe it or not, the month finish. You might want to hope for otherwise, but the month done. And we know from the back channels, the PP happy done. They want another Monday like this. They want another Monday, another May like this, rather. They don't want another May like this at all. They see me alone. They see me again, they can leave me alone. Maxine Still, Radam, Chisel Chipper, Andrew Griffith, Lyndon Gill, Orwin, and all the other folks joining us. Marlon Lorimer. Marlon, how you doing? How you doing, Marlon? Leon Blair and Nolde Grant, some of the other folks joining us. We got a couple of things to share with you. But we know the PPP don't want to see another May like this. They weren't ready for prime time. Old Fun Pots, they weren't ready for prime time. Leon Blair, Beatrice LB. Folks, I just want to say happy birthday to Beatrice. Could I take a minute and say happy birthday to Beatrice? Could we say happy birthday to Beatrice, folks? We heard a little birdie, notice it, little birdie told us we got a birthday girl with us. Now, it was a long time I eat a little sponge cake with a light still and so on. You know, I'm on fruit. I try to come up with the aerated drinks, the soft drinks, the mine is a little fruit juice or so, and some cake and so on. Beatrice, happy birthday! In my chisel chipper voice, large up yourself. Large up yourself. Elroy Paul, happy to have you here with us. Gloria Chester, good to have you as well. Um, Good to have you folks with us. Delighted to have you, beautiful folks, with us. You all are a great bunch. Happy birthday, Beatrice. Happy birthday, Beatrice. How is Beatrice doing? Beatrice, how you doing, man? Beatrice, you there? Beatrice, happy birthday. Gotta bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, folks. Happy birthday, Beatrice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Behalf of all of us here, Beatrice, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Beatrice says she's at work. Another day, another dollar. She's at work, making sure she can afford the birthday cake and the drinks later for us. And it comments. Gotta ring the bell for our own Beatrice Selby. Gotta ring the bell for Beatrice. Gotta ring it for Beatrice. We below the belt, folks. Beatrice, happy birthday to you. Hope you have a great day today. Be gentle with yourself, as per normal. All the other folks say, "Oh my God!" Claudia says, "I missed hers on the 8th." Claudia, happy belated birthday! Happy belated birthday, Claudia! We can't do it like that. Can't do it like that. Can't do it like that. Right? Can't do it like that. So don't feel no way or apologies. I had to be reminded. I can't say by who. That was Beatrice's birthday. So, but happy birthday, Beatrice. You're not us men and these things. You're not us men and these things. You're not us men and these things. You're not us men how we story go. I had to be reminded. So I'm, I'm just thankful I have somebody who could remind me. I'm just thankful I had somebody who could remind me. Happy birthday, Beatrice. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Dolly. Good to see you, Dolly. Edward Brooms and Hazelyn King. And the birthday girl, of course. One and only Beatrice Selby, the birthday girl. The birthday girl. I am happy that you folks are here, and I'm happy that on her birthday, the birthday girl is here with us. How old are you now? How old are you now? I tell you, the politics and work out, the old boy gotta fall back singing birthday songs. If the politics don't work out, we gotta fall back, folks. We gotta fall back. Well, they're finally swearing the Nigerian president. Their elections were since January, and the results were in dispute. But unlike the PPP, the man is swearing quick. The man didn't swear, and he allowed them to go to court. You see? He allowed them to go to court, and yeah, some of the matters still in court, but he gotta keep moving on. The Nigerian election was since in February, but they had the petition. They had a petition in court as well. The final ruling is not expected until September. The final ruling is not expected until September. February 25th was their election. Right, February 25th was their election, and he had the current president is the 16th leader of Africa's largest economy, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And he was sworn in today. We wish him the best. We wish the president the best there in Nigeria. So there's that happening on that front, folks. There is that happening on that front. Stay on Benjamin. Gwinnett. Out front parts. Folks, some of our system sounds are filtering through. Our apologies. Some of our system sounds are filtering through. And we apologize. We're going to see how much of it we can mute. But some of the system songs are filtering through. We got a conscience, we want to hear all the pinging and the popping, so we're gonna try to take some of them off. We're gonna try to take some of them off. So congrats to the Nigerian president, President Tinubu. Good for you. The aerial bombardment in the Ukraine continues. That is continuing. And we're watching that. They said from the night barrage of ballistic missiles from all of the ballistic missiles that rained down during the course of the night, 11 ballistic and cruise missiles rained down on Kiev, but fortunately they were all intercepted. They were all intercepted. So the Ukraine has beefed up its own operations there. The Ukraine has beefed up its operation. I see the light one saying, big up Putin and Russia. Try with that. You try with that. You all try with that. Try with that. I say big up Ukraine. Big up Ukrainian people. But you're allowed to hold your opinion. We say all are welcome. All are welcome. All are welcome in the ring. You could have an opposing view. We don't mind. We don't mind. One thing we are resolved on today is happy birthday, Beatrice. Of that thing, that one thing, we can all agree today. Happy wishing Beatrice a happy birthday. It's a long time I eat a little cake. It's a long time. That's something right. It's a long time I need a little birthday cake. Let me have another go at it. Let me have another. Let me tell you. Let's have another go at it. That didn't come out too right. But questions are being asked, folks, about some of these issues we're dealing with nationally. A lot of issues being dealt with nationally. And one of them is the shooting death of Neon Howard. Does he Smalley accomplice? He knew something. I hearing some folks at the prison being forced to admit to certain things. Who allowed the young woman to see Smalley on several occasions? They said that is against regulation for the quality of prisoner that Smalley was. Royden Williams. I heard people being pressured to take the fall for that. Anybody from the prisons joining us? You all tag the Guyana Prison Service for me, please. Yvonne, that's what we're hearing. That's what we're hearing, Crystal Simon. People being pressured. People being pressured. And I think in a way this was what Travis Chase and HPTV Nightly News was getting at. Because this picture we have up here of Neon let me get the fella's name right. Neon Howard is the moment he was captured. Jan Fordyce, that was the moment he was captured. The fella's on his back. They said he tried to snatch a policeman's gun, cranked it. Of course, that didn't end too well. See? Of course, that didn't end too well. Make it make sense. See? Make it make sense. Ruhan, how are you doing? Ruhan Hope. Ruhan, how are you? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. All right? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, people. That's all I begging. Make it make sense. You know, I love to have some mature thinking around these parts. And one of the mature voices we've always had on this side is a young lady who I think is going to be joining us today. Are you there? Hello.
Good afternoon.
A very good afternoon. Folks, we have the one and
Well,
only, we have the one and only Marlon with us. Marlon, how you doing?
you have there for me. I forgot today is not a holiday in Guyana. I'm fine.
What is the holiday you guys are celebrating there?
Yesterday we
We're gonna hold for that. Our connection is connecting, but we have Marilyn with us today, folks. Go right ahead, Marilyn.
yes, I was saying that yesterday was the day of Pentecost, so it's celebrated today because yesterday was a holiday.
Hmm. And today is Memorial Day in the U.S. Claudia and some other folks pointing out. Is it a holiday?
Yes,
Is it a stay-home holiday there, Marilyn?
yes, it is.
Okay, great.
Only
And
the main persons who work like security and hotels and so on, they work as usual.
all right, folks, are you hearing Marilyn? Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Are you guys hearing Marilyn loud and clear? Just let me get an indication. Marilyn, we don't want to waste your words because I really want to ask you. And the folks saying that Memorial Day is a stay-home holiday in the US as well. Good. Diane says she's hearing you loud and clear.
Say,
Diane and the other folks saying that they're hearing you loud and clear.
they have
Denise, Booker, and so on. They say they're hearing you loud and clear, which is what we want.
okay.
Marilyn, we're going through this some of these stories locally, and I wanted to ask you if you've been following this one with Royden Williams, Smalley, the one of his accomplices met his demise in police detainment recently. Any part of this story stands out to you?
Sherrod, I was reading pieces, start to work and so on, but it sounds like a nasty story to me.
It sounds like Nancy's story.
How could somebody hand off and find with a police officer is like it's and again is G what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. They said he snatched the
And
policeman's
the
gun.
yes. And then the second thing is how could an officer be wearing Crocs while he's on duty?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Laughable.
Yeah.
Personally, is that
Yeah. And this doesn't seem to be like they happened. They didn't seem to just happen upon Mr. Howard. They seem to have gone after him
yes.
deliberately. So to be wearing Crocs and on that kind of assignment, I agree with you, Marlon. It's laughable.
Sharon, it highlights the fact that people that the Guyana police force is now that's the latest law, right? It's at the latest law. You're supposed to be properly dressed as an officer, even if you are in the PIDSC. At least you can buy proper shoes. And what was your feet doing on the guy's neck or wherever it was? It looked like his neck to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, of course,
We're
people got
not
to
in
know.
America, and sometimes the police got so much. They just get me tired, Sharon.
I know.
Really.
I know. And then you got work to deal with as well. Tire you out more.
Boy, I claim my own thing at work, and plus I'm in an organization where I do secretarial
Yeah, and Marlon, here is Jean Williams. Marlon, Jean says that they just killed the evidence. They don't want us to hear. They just killed the evidence. They don't want us to hear.
yesterday. Yes, yes, I'm here, Sharon.
Yeah,
It's serious, right? But my country is my country, and I usually pay attention to what's happening.
excellent.
The police force lost its respect from the average Guyanese, right? If I were to read the comment on that said story, right? Nobody trusts them anymore. And then they keep backflipping with their statements,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't all go well. It doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Agreed. Agreed 100%. Agreed 100%. And I don't know who they can blame for this one, right? We've got the people.
Boy, they're gonna find somebody. They're gonna respond to why.
Yep. Sponge and wire indeed. Sponge and wire indeed. Folks, you all bear with us with Marilyn. We know her connection is going and coming, but we're gonna take what we can get and wait for what we want. Um, Marilyn is on the job, so we're gonna let her go in just a sec. We're gonna let her go in just a
Yeah.
sec. Marlon, while I have you here, I know you might have to run in a sec or two. They're telling us on the Madhya fire that they passed the young woman through the Diamond Magistrates Court today. She appeared before. This is the 15-year-old girl who was alleged to have set the fire that killed 19 persons, 19 of our schoolmates. She appeared before Sunil. Sears? Scarce? At the Diamond Magistrates Court,
Right.
the magistrate, just this morning. What are your thoughts on that whole story there? Marlon, what are your thoughts on that whole story? All right, folks, we seem to have lost Marlon. We're going to take her when we can get her. But we wanted to gather her own thoughts um, on this particular story. All right. We may have lost Marlon here. As I said, we can check what we can get and wait for the rest. But thanks for coming through today, Marlon. We buzzed her on the spur of the moment. But guys, you all know the story. I mean, this here is something else, you just don't know how to take it. Just don't know how to take it. But this is one that we're following, the escapee Royden James, still on the run. And Nyon Howard is the man they told us who was an accomplice, alleged accomplice. The alleged accomplice. And so we're following that. Apologies there. So, folks, they told us that the young woman, 15 years old, I wish we could just settle on how old the young lady is, because you're seeing all kinds of varying things out there. But let's assume she's 15. She was passed through the Diamond Magistrates Court today. And of course, those 15 charges of murder was laid against her. Right? And according to some reporting out of Demar Waves, Again, we have the allegation that, according to the police, this young lady would have set fire to this building after a teacher took away her cell phone. Right? And according to them waves, senior government sources had said that she was using the phone to communicate with a gentleman. That's what they're saying. And of course, the Marwave makes the point that local laws prohibit the naming of the juvenile accused or convicts. Right? Because of her age, she cannot be named. But I think her name is in circulation. But formally, the press cannot do that because it runs afoul of the law. Yep, that's some of the information we have at this time. Stacey and Stoll says they share lies on that child. Bantu says check the phone records. Well, I think the records being checked and unearthing quite a few things. It unearthed quite a few things. 19 charges. This sounds familiar. 19 charges. Sounds familiar, Karawashi Braffit. Sounds familiar indeed. Maureen says, I don't believe anything they say. Maureen, you're not alone. You're not alone. Paulson Brown says she needs round-the-clock counseling and supervision. Round-the-clock counseling and supervision. Yep. That's the reality, Claudia. Claudia reminding us she's a minor. 19 murder charges. Lord. 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 Asha, good to see you there. And that's what I'm telling you, folks. Look what somebody said. And it's just, I said, Lord, because my spirit agonizing. You know? Johan, he said, May month begins the unraveling of the PPP. Lloyd Warren, Don Baines, Caroline Hudson, the little one, the light one. This is what the people are saying. It's a bad month. Bad month for the PPP. Well, they want to get out of it like they run from Sunday school. They lost the EPA case. On that index that measures freedom of speech, freedom of the press, they dropped 26 points. You see people following, you know. Right? Jehan Jaiwu here reminds us they dropped 26 points on the freedom of the press index internationally. And then May visa got revoked. May visa got revoked in May. And then these kids, 19, lost their lives so tragically. And Jai here says, them boys ain't taking no responsibility. It's everybody else's fault. All of that is everybody else's fault. Absolutely no responsibility is being taken. None. No responsibility at all. I know we lost Marilyn there, but thankfully she sent us a love note. She sent us a love note. We understand, Marilyn.
Sharon, sorry about that. Our internet seemed to be going and coming. But as for the 19 fraud charges for the young lady, I'm yet to hear what would be the corrective measures taken, right, to avoid another situation like that. I'm yet to hear about the corrective measures, not only the corrective measures, but who will be held responsible for those things. Now, I'm hearing about an inquiry, but I want to know why the responsibility will solely be that of the president to appoint the persons for this COI. I'm sincerely hoping that is not another jokey person, and we don't spend a lot of money again for things that should be important to every Guyanese, which is making sure that the children of Guyana are properly protected. One of the things I would also like to see is the grills that are in the other schools. I would like to see proper fire measures being taken. I would like to see fire drills being reintroduced into the school system. We have a lot of work to do. And I'm hoping that the persons responsible, like the education minister, the minister for Amerindian Affairs, the fire service, I think the fire service need to be more forceful in ensuring that there are proper regulations in the school, there are proper things that will, protect our children, and as it pertains to the fire hydrants, I spoke about this before, nobody paid me any attention, but we need to rethink our strategy where the security of persons are concerned, especially our children. Our children are part of the human resources that has to be taken care of. It doesn't make sense you building all these fancy hotels, which we know won't be utilized, the services won't be utilized by the average Guyanese. It'll have to be persons coming from outside. Maybe we should even start checking the fire service and how they handle situations in hotels and stuff like that. It's worrying, and my brain is in overdrive where these things are concerned. I'm also very upset that I'm not hearing what I think we as Guyanese should be hearing. And this one is just for you and whoever's listening, Sharon. Where's this DNA thing, and how come the report came back so quickly? I don't know a lot about the system, but maybe somebody on the program can tell us what's the system, because to me it seemed too fast for DNA results to be back. Thank you. Sorry again, I couldn't get it all done online, but I know that you will play my voice note.
Thanks very much, Marilyn. Thanks for coming back through. Thanks for coming back in. There you have it, folks. There you have Marilyn and her concerns. Right? That's Marilyn and her concerns. That's what people are saying. That's what Jehan Jaiwe here says, them boys ain't taking no responsibility. And what Marling is saying of the DNA testing is what folks said of the accusations being laid. They arrive at it very quick. What Sabbath News editorial said the other day, quick conclusions. They've arrived at some quick conclusions. Quick conclusions. So you have the Mariam fire on the one hand, and then we have the escape, the great escape by Smalley from the Mazzaroni prisons. And basically people saying the thing and adding up. Taking adding up. You know, folks called us this morning to tell us an APNU activist arrested. You know, after some PPP activists alleged and accused Ms. Smith of pulling down their flags, their PPP flags from, I think, New Amsterdam. Pulling down their flags from New Amsterdam. No, I think I saw the I think I saw the Caribbean Guyana Institute for Democracy with a statement against that detainment of Sharon Smith. Calling for her release. And one of the points, saw the statement on Rickford Burt's page. One of the points they make is that it's not unlawful. I think that's what they're saying. Right? That pulling down a PP flag is not a crime. Pulling down a PP flag, they contend, is not a crime. In fact, the statement says, putting up political flags is illegal without a permit from the local government authority. But they're telling us that Sharon Smith has been detained by police for too long at the Wim police station. They said Smith is being unlawfully detained. Unlawfully detained. This is how the thin skin over so. That's how the thin skin. And Smith, they tell us, is from Manchester in the quarantine. Wasn't the other day Shades Green complaining? Somebody called their names. It's how they get a thin skin. Even if one want to believe these allegations. Since when they get a thin skin, man? Huh? Asking for myself. And the folks on the show. Since when we got so thin skin? So that's the other bit we're finding out. And as we touched in this morning's program, oh, them boys making all manner of promises. All manner of promises. Folks, I say this. Right? Don't let me take buyout. Don't let me take buyout. Right? Please and thank you. Don't take buyout. 10,000 and a box of cook up. 10,000 and a box of cook up. Don't let go down like that. Don't take buyout. For those who take buyout, it's because you're easily bought. I see somebody they say used to be Harman, political assistant, gone over to the PPP, and that making news. Who's a political assistant? Who's a political assistant? You know, if a dog looking like a dog from Congress Place, that's how we're desperate for news if you have a dry news cycle. Look like another dog from by Freedom House. They said the dog gone over. That's breaking news, you know. Breaking news. Right? PNC Scrawly dog gone over. PNC Scrawly dog gone over. If they got a dog by the PNC looking like a dog by the PP, they said the dog. That's breaking news. Right? People say don't let it be a box of cook up. 10,000 catfish curry and dal and rice. If they take buyout, it's because they can be bought. Because they can be bought. You see? Because they can be bought. I never hear about them when Harman was leading the opposition. Suddenly, Harman, political assistant. I mean, like, what's a political assistant? Yeah? And if he was worth any salt, if he was any good, the rest is history. If he was a political assistant of any worth, not every old dog you see is from the PNC because you see the dog turn up, right? By PPP, right? I see some folks here talking about Harman. Is Harman dog we talking about? Sorry, Harman political assistant. Harman's political assistant. But I'm saying the analogy is that if they got a dog, old mangy, bad, no good, scrawly dog, somewhere, and you see the dog turn up by the PP, it's PNC dog. When my grand say he was a spy, the point I am making, if the fellow was of any weight, things might have turned out differently. So I commend them to them. Stacey says that they're drinking soup. I commend them to them. Maybe that is as Jai here says, that will continue to their demise. That will continue, MD John, to their demise. Right? So I commend him and all the other dogs. I commend them. Right? I commend them. What I am I shouldn't say increasingly worried. What is striking? Right? Nobody of any substance ain't moving. I never heard of this fella. I watched the pictures. I said, he look, I don't know. And I did this thing tick, tick, tick. So I don't know what kind of misrepresentation. Harman, political assistant? I don't know he. It's we went all this time. It's where we went all the time. Right? I see Sharon. Glenn says every Tom and Harry's Dick. Gonna. Oh, sorry, I think I read that wrong. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry in a red jersey is from the PNC. They say Granger Garno. I see people circulating a photograph with Granger in a red T-shirt. Now, anybody with little Photoshop skills might put me in a red T-shirt just now. Might put me in a red T-shirt and all just now. How the wicked. But we gotta stay strong and don't take buyout for nothing. Much more at 10,000 a box of cook up. 10,000 and a box of cook up. Don't take buyout. We gotta stand strong, brothers and sisters. And we're calling on them. Release Sharon Smith, Wim Police Station. Stop with this foolishness. Stop with the foolishness. Right? Denise Champagne says Harmon needs to confirm if it was or wasn't his dog. Folks, you all is It was Sharon Das' dog. It was Sharon Das' dog. Hazelin King. Ayabo says free Sharon Smith. Correct is right. Correct is right. Free Sharon Smith. Those are some of the things, folks, we're contending with at this time, at this hour. Ain't easy out here, folks. If it isn't one thing, is the next. If it isn't one thing, is the next. These issues here tell us exactly who the PPP is. These very issues. They tell us exactly. Right? Giselle Roman said the snakes crawling out and the dogs as well. Giselle Roman. Giselle said the snakes crawling out and the dogs as well. I dare say. The snakes and the dogs. Snakes and the dogs. All right? But Bantu got a different standpoint. Bantu got a different standpoint. Bantu says, I don't believe Harmon would have a rice eater. Oh, somebody take this mic. I'm begging. Oh, my belly. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's what Bantu says. He does not believe in his, what's the word they use? On deliberate judgment. Right? He said he don't believe Harmon would have a rice eater. An old rice eater too. Harmon wouldn't have a old rice eater. Troy Boy says free Sharon Smith. Sharon Alfonso, everyone wants to know who let the dogs out. Woof. Don't right sitting go bow wow. Bow wow. All right, sitter, who let the dogs out? But folks, let's end on a high note. Let's end on a high note. Happy to be me. Chriselle says is lie. It's all lies. Folks, I want to end on a high note. A high note. And that is to say again, Let's just say again, happy birthday to Beatrice. Beatrice. Happy birthday, Beatrice. Ras Ricardo says nasty PPP. Yep. Folks, share the live before you go. Smash that emoji button for us. Bad me. Bad me for them boys. Terrible me. And partner with us as well, folks. We just can't do these programs without you. We can't. We can't do them without you, good folks. We can't do them without you. It's month 10, it's built in. And so you can contribute to our program to keep us moving forward. You can contribute via Cash App, contribute via Zelle and PayPal, MMG, MoneyGram, Western Union. That's how we roll in. Heavy. That's how we roll in. Heavy, heavy, heavy. So do partner with us, folks. All for your convenience, of course. Cash App and Zelle and PayPal. MMG, MoneyGram, Western Union. Rock and coming, folks. Help us to meet our monthly expenses to keep these programs running and moving forward. Pace and power, folks. Pace and power. That's going to do it for us at this end. Good to have had Jolly and Edward, Yvonne, Hazeline, Annette, Erwin, Stacy Ann, Jolly, Ingrid, Ayabo. Have a great afternoon, folks. Stay fired up. Stay ready to go. We're going to see you on the next broadcast, which should be later this evening, according to schedule. We should be later this evening. Share the live before you go, folks. Do that for your boy. Share the live. Smash that emoji button, good folks. We're going down, we're going down, we're going down. That being said, folks. That being said. Stay safe. Evelyn Nelson. Ayabo says, share ready. Lynette Zephyr. Good to see you, Lynette. Oh, folks. All right, I'll talk to you about this this evening. Happy birthday again, Beatrice. Folks, as I have your attention, while we're celebrating, let me tell you all now, we lost another one of our ardent listeners. We lost Lena Williams. Every time I call Lynn Finance, I call Lena Williams. We lost Lena over the weekend. Lynn called me the minute she passed. Right? The minute she passed. Lynn called me. We spoke. So Lena Williams, who has been an ardent fan and contributor to our program, transitioned as well. I'm definitely going to go to her homegoing because it's going to be right here in Georgetown. And just the other day, Lena was with Lynn there in New York. So to her family, our friends and our loved one, we want to wish you guys, you're in our thoughts and prayers. We say rest in peace to our colleague. She was such a beautiful soul. As Lynn and I were reminiscing, she was such a beautiful soul. Lena Williams, she passed over the weekend. I think it was Friday night, if I'm not mistaken. Lynn called me. She is Georgetown bound, of course, trying to get a flight out of New York. And we're going to give Lynn a send-off. That being said, folks, I don't want to rain on the parade of Beatrice by any means. Happy birthday to Beatrice. I see we have Laverne Wade is on the live. Laverne and Edward and all the other folks there in Region 5. A great day and a great week, each and every one of you. And happy birthday again Happy birthday again. Beatrice, help me. Happy birthday again, Beatrice. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Stay safe, folks. Stay safe.